What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to J Cool.
Madam Speaker, I wish to thank you for giving me this opportunity to also make some comments on this report. Permit me, as I start to make my comments, to congratulate our women and the young people who, during this week, showed their patriotism to the country by turning up in numbers to celebrate the Women's Day as well as the Youth Day. This, of course, is a testament of the Zambian people's commitment to the values and the principles of our country, even though there were some disgruntled elements that almost disturbed most of the celebrations across many parts of the country. Madam Speaker, your committee has brought this report, and I would like to comment on part of the report on page 7, which reports that on the sidelines of this assembly, the SADC-PF, in partnership with the Food and Agriculture Organization, did launch the Parliamentary Alliance on Agri-Food Systems, Food Security and Nutrition. Now, this partnership, Madam Speaker, was being initiated so that SADC-PF can start to address pressing challenges of hunger, malnutrition, as well as sustainable agri-food systems in the region. This was to respond to the initiative, or rather to the strategic plan of SADC-PF of 2024 to 2028, which plan prioritizes socio-economic development. Madam Speaker, I'm prompted to make comments on this matter because SADC-PF has identified, Madam Speaker, has identified that there is a challenge in the region, that of hunger and malnutrition. And reading this report, Madam Speaker, it takes me home here in Zambia. This issue identified by SADC-PF does not spare Zambia. Many parts of the country here in Zambia, Madam Speaker, is experiencing acute shortages of food. Today I was reading reports or seeing reports on social media of different parts of the country where our citizens are queuing up. Large numbers of citizens are queuing up for what others may call a reasonably priced staple food called miri meal that is being supplied by ZNS. Now, when you talk about the reasonably priced, we are talking about, a bag of miri meal costing over 250. Ordinary, Madam Speaker, our staple food, you wish to know, Zambia's food is, number one is, miri meal. And so in most chain stores, because when you talk about this ZNS, it's not available in most places. So still our people have got to fall back on what is being sold in most of the shops. And today, one has to buy a bag of miri meal at 418 thereabouts. And it is beyond the reach of many Zambians, Madam Speaker, who are hardly surviving. Now, this conversation, Madam Speaker, comes at a time when we as a country are performing very badly. We are being ranked as the 60th poorest, or rather, hungriest country. Malnourished, in fact, Madam Speaker, in the world. The rankings are there. I think the reports are there, Madam Speaker.
Order. Let me guide. Order. Order. Honorable member is aware of what the requirements of our standing orders. If you have evidence that Zambia is ranked 60th malnutrition country in the world, please lay it on the table. We shouldn't speculate and follow what is being reported without substantiating. You need to be factual and also verifiable. The information should be verifiable. So unless if honorable member has the information or the evidence to lay on the table, please, I would advise that you don't take that route.
Madam
May the
Speaker, you may
honourable member
forgive me.
continue
You
as
may
guided.
forgive me. I thought that the Minister of Finance last time was actually acknowledging that we are ranked 60th poorest.
Order,
And-
honorable member, I have guided.
Okay, Madam Speaker.
Order, please do not engage me. I've guided you. You may proceed.
Madam Speaker, very well guided. This conversation, Madam Speaker, is coming at a very sad time when our people are going or struggling to find our staple food called mealie meal. Now, we do note, Madam Speaker, that other countries within the region are actually rising above this challenge. Not long ago, Madam Speaker,
Order, honorable member for Lunte, when you were debating, nobody interrupted you. Can you allow the honorable member from Nkana to debate in peace? And your neighbors there, why don't you allow him for his debate to flow than to keep on interrupting him? Or are you schooling him in a way? So please allow the honorable member from Nkana to debate. May the honorable member from Nkana continue.
you can even lose your thoughts. Madam Speaker, this very interesting, but on the other side, very sad conversation reminds us that we have to wake up as a country. Because elsewhere, if you go to Tanzania, a country that used to depend on Zambia, they are now rising above this challenge. Today, we've got to go and beg our friends in Tanzania to sell us the food, which at some point we even had to sell them. Madam Speaker, we are having this conversation at a point where even the second, the world's second poorest country, Burundi, has to offer support to us by way of donation of beans.
Order, honorable member, please let's avoid debating other countries. We don't want to be found in arm's way with other countries. We need to respect them, their sovereignty.
Well guided, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
I'm still guiding, honorable member. So please let's avoid bringing other countries in our debates, because that has got repercussions on our relationship with those countries, and even our standing orders are very clear. So as we debate, let's keep away from such line of debate. May the honorable member for Nkana continue.
Madam Speaker, thank you for your guidance. Now, I was trying to highlight that our friends have done very well. We as a country over the years, Madam Speaker, in terms of food security, have performed very well. In fact, at some point, Zambia was a food basket for the region. Countries like Tanzania, Congo used to flock to Zambia to buy, this staple food called mealie meal. Now, we are grappling with this problem of non-availability of our staple food, increased prices beyond, the reach of, our citizens. At a point where, Madam Speaker, we are sitting at, an opportunity, Madam Speaker, with arguably the largest, arable land in the region. Zambia should have risen above this challenge, should have been producing for the region to feed on. Madam Speaker, you can imagine we sit here as a citizen, we cannot even identify just how much this potential is. At some point, Madam, a Vietnamese seeing this opportunity far away from Vietnam, wanting to buy 6 million hectares of our land.
Order. I've guided that please keep away from mentioning other countries. Just debate. You have enough information to debate without mentioning other countries. Please, you've been guided. You may continue.
Madam Speaker, thank you for your guidance, even though it's very difficult to debate, because the rules of debate is that you can infer all these things to, flow with what the subject matter of the debate is. Madam Speaker, food insecurity is, a challenge that many countries are grappling with, particularly in the southern, African region. And that is why I think in the wisdom of those that, crafted the idea of partnering with the World Food organization, So the need for us as a region to strengthen collaboration amongst these member countries to build our capacity to manage, these challenges vis-a-vis the hunger situation, malnutrition, and all these things. For me, what I would like to put or press on record is that I think that Zambia should go back to the drawing board so that, because it doesn't make sense today, Madam Speaker, that in the midst of so much plenty, land, water resources, people can continue to give excuse of drought as a reason why our people should be queuing up for meal, as a reason why our people should be failing to afford having 3 meals in a day. So I think that this report comes at a very important time when we as the Zambian people must awaken up to the reality that we have gone to slumber. There's no reason whatsoever as to why our country should not give our people an opportunity to have 3 meals in a day. Yet, we are blessed with land, we are blessed with water resources. I think that we need to realign our agriculture policies, Madam Speaker, so that we can produce enough food for our people. Madam Speaker,
Thanks for tuning in to JQ News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on tech, politics, and everything in between. Until next time, stay cool.